Permission granted. I want to know if you are experiencing holidays your way or how everybody else thinks you should be experiencing it with grief. So stick around if you are struggling with your feelings or your child is struggling with their feelings on how to get through this holiday season. I want you to stay tuned because I am going to give you 4 permissions that you absolutely need to hear today. And if you stick around and comment granted, I would love for you to join me in a 15-minute grief to healing conversation where we can talk about how to apply these strategies in your household. For those of you who are new in the group, my name is Dr. Annette Athey, and I am a grief specialist and child development expert. I have been working in the field for over 20 years, as well as I am a mother of 4, and so all of the things that I bring to you are my expertise, not only from my education, but also my personal experience in grief and being the mother of 4, because as you already know, what worked for one doesn't work for the next one. So I would love for you to comment #live if you're catching this live. If you are watching the replay, please comment #replay. That helps our video stay in the news feed so that somebody else who maybe couldn't catch the live is able to join in and see the video. So please comment #live or #replay. For those of you who are with us, whether you're watching live or the replay, I would love to know, and let me pop the question up so that you can see it. Would it feel better if someone gave you permission to grieve your way during the holidays? Yes or no? So if you want to comment in the chat, yes or no, if that would be helpful. If somebody said, yes, do it your way. Yes, be upset. Yes, be sad that they're not here with us. I also have one more question for you that I would love for you to comment is, have you given this same permission to your child? Are they craving this permission from you to grieve during the holidays or to grieve their way? So if you want to comment yes or no, have you given your child permission to grieve? And comment that in the chat. So these permissions that I am talking about are kind of commonplace, if you will. But at the same time, when we're grieving, when we are in the midst, when we are in the deepest, heaviest part of grief, we don't always know which way is up. We don't always know where to go, what's okay, what's not okay. If this is our first experience with a loved one dying, we may not know. We may not know that this is normal, where if we have lost many people through our lifetime, we know what to expect. We know what the path looks like. And so the first permission that I want to give you is it's okay to be sad. And I realize that this one sounds very obvious, but for a lot of people, we want to put on our brave, strong face for ourselves. We don't want our parents to see us being sad or them to feel sad because we're sad. For our kids, they want to be strong for you. They don't want to watch mom or dad cry because they're crying. And so sometimes speaking out loud to your family, to your children, it's okay to be sad. As you're putting an ornament on the tree that might have been your loved one's very favorite ornament. Or maybe there's an ornament on your tree that in the last couple of years, since you've lost your loved one, this ornament goes on the tree and reminds you of them. It's okay to be sad that they're not here to be part of that tradition. And so I want you to know, as well as your child, it's okay to be sad. And sad looks so many ways, whether that's tears, whether that's just kind of going in yourself and needing some space, whether that might look like tummy aches, headaches. Sadness shows up in so many ways, but it's okay to feel that way. It's not our job as the parent to hurry up and get our kid out of this sadness. Let them feel that feeling. Let them feel the sadness so that they can move through it, not go around it, not avoid it. The other feeling is a lot of us are angry. I'm angry that my loved one isn't here to be part of this celebration. Or maybe my loved one is the one who always brought the dessert or always brought this special dish, and I'm angry that they're not here to make it, or that I had to make it this year. Or maybe I'm just angry in general. I don't even know why, or I can't put my finger on a specific as to why I'm mad. I'm just mad. I'm mad about a lot of things. I'm mad I have to go over to grandma's house and grandpa's no longer there. Our kids are mad too, because our Christmas traditions or our holiday traditions may not look like they used to. And it's okay to be mad about that. It's okay to be angry. And again, for you and for your child, I'm giving you permission, and I want you to take that permission and give it to your child to help them feel that feeling and go through it, not around it, not avoid it. Because the more we avoid it, the more it's going to show up, the heavier it's going to be. And all of these feelings we're talking about today, the more you avoid, the stronger they get. So the sadness gets stronger to a point of depression. The anger gets stronger to a point that I can't control my emotions. The next one is to not feel guilty. I want to give you permission to not feel guilty for enjoying your holiday, for being sad that your holiday isn't looking the way it was. It is okay, and that guilt is going to eat you from the inside out. And for your kids too. So I give you permission to not feel guilty. And I'm pretty sure that I can speak for most of your loved ones. Most of your loved ones were the types of people who absolutely wanted you to enjoy the holiday. They would have wanted you to be flowing with happiness and joy and enjoying your family and everyone around. They're not in a place of they want you to feel the pain. They want you to experience loss, that they don't realize that you love them unless you're super sad. No. Our loved ones, whether they are here physically or not, they want us to enjoy our life. They don't want us to feel punished. They don't want us to feel guilty that they're no longer here. So again, please take that permission for yourself and pass it on to your child. The fourth one, and I think this one is probably the most important, is it's okay to laugh. It's okay to enjoy yourself. It's okay to have a good time at your holidays. And that does not equal, I don't love my loved one who has passed away. I don't miss them. That is not what that is. That is you being present in the moment, enjoying your loved ones, enjoying your life. And that's exactly what your loved ones would want you to be doing. So again, I give permission for you to take this, but also to pass it on to your child. Let them know while you're baking cookies in memory of your loved one that it's okay to laugh and tell stories. They don't all have to be about the day that your loved one died. They don't have to be about the sadness or how much we miss them. Those are okay. Absolutely talk about them. Meet your child where they're at. If that's what they want to talk about that. Or if you need to talk about that, talk about that. But don't forget to laugh and enjoy your time with your kids. I know for myself, I struggled with this the first year. We did all of the traditional things that we would have done had my dad been here. And I really drug my feet even going to get started on our Christmas Eve plans that we did every single year. Because I didn't want to face the moment to realize that when I walked in that door, he was not going to be there. But I gave myself permission to be sad, to be okay, and have all of the feelings, feel all of the feelings, and then move into enjoying my family, enjoying the ones who are still here. So in this, I know I love to give you the education piece, but I also want to give you a to-do. And so I have a small request. It's not a huge request, and I think it would be beneficial for you and for your child. But my request is that all of these feelings that you are going to go through this holiday season, whether it's the sadness, the anger, the guilt, the laughter, all of those things, my request is that you either speak those out loud, what your experience is. So telling another loved one, just talking to yourself in the car, speak it out loud. Give it a voice, number one. And number two, write it down. Write it down in a journal instead of letting it sit up here in your head, taking up space, taking up energy. And these are two things that you can do and your child can do. Again, it doesn't have to be anything formal or anything serious. All it has to be is, I feel really sad right now. I am missing my loved one, and it's okay. You can write the exact same thing. It doesn't have to be paragraphs and pages. But when you speak it out loud, when you write it down, it moves that energy out of your body and allows you room for something else. It allows you to also let go of some of that stress and anxiety that is keeping you stuck in your grief. So say it out loud or write it down. It's completely up to you, or do both, and encourage your children to do the same. So for those of you who are here and watching, whether you're catching the live or the replay, I would love for you to comment #granted in the comments. And I would love to send you the link to my calendar so that we could get scheduled for a grief to healing clarification call. And what that call is that I am going to give you the number one strategy for you to implement in your household this week, knowing that holidays are stressful. Let me help you in addressing grief differently this holiday season. Maybe this is your first holiday. Maybe this is the 5th holiday or the 10th holiday. But we have plenty of things that we could talk about and work on to be sure that you are addressing grief, that grief is getting the care that it needs in your household to help your children on their grief to healing journey. So again, comment #granted. I will see you in the group. And if you have any questions, please feel free to post them in the link of this video. I will be checking back for comments. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the group.